Have you been considering using Instagram Reels to explode your reach on Instagram? Hold my whiskey. That's actually really funny because I'm like sober. Our Instagram Reels are blowing our Instagram reach out of the water. In fact, just take a peek at some of these videos here. This one here has reached 1.7 million views. This one here has reached 624,000 views. In this video, I'm going to share with you exactly how you can explode your reach on Instagram, as well as your following, engagement, from 0 to even potentially 1 million views per Reels. Let's dive on in. Hey guys, my name is Rachel Pedersen. I'm a social media strategist, marketing consultant for 8 to 10 figure brands, as well as a marketing educator. I love to teach people about social media. It's something I'm super passionate about. At the time of recording this, I have 119,000 followers on Instagram, but one of the things that I really want to show you is the strategy and the system that we've been using to explode our reach on Instagram. So let's take a peek real fast behind the scenes at my insights on my account. So check this out. Over the last 7 days, we have reached 1.3 million impressions. That's pretty good, especially because I haven't even put up any like really good reels this week. And over the last 30 days, we have reached 5 million impressions. 180,000 people have visited my profile. 12,000 people have tapped on my website. Yeah, these are pretty good. So we're going to dive on into exactly what's working for us. If you take a look at some of these stats, you'll notice that most of the reels that we post are getting 5 figures, sometimes 6 figures worth of views and reach. But the cool thing is we have some videos that are getting 400,000, 600,000, and even 1 million plus views, which is crazy. So check these out. This was one of our one of our top 5 reels in terms of video views. It has 1.7 million video views. We have this one here with 624,000. This one here with 647,000 views. Another 6-figure one. There's so much cool growth that can happen from reels. Here's one with 252,000 views, 910,000 views. Yeah, this is the kind of reach that people dream of on Instagram, and traditional content can create that kind of reach, but Instagram Reels is a game changer, and here's why. When platforms create new features, new options, new avenues, the interesting thing is that they've created it in order to hook you into the platform. So they want you to use it because it has been researched, it's been tested, and they're trying to really bring people back into the platform. Now, Reels is really pushing out their content. Instagram is like, we want all of our Reels to be seen because they're intentionally trying to compete with TikTok. And so this is their short form answer, their short form video answer to TikTok. Now, I'm going to show you guys my personal workflow. This is super easy. I'm going to be honest with you. It's simple. It does take some work, but it's a rather simple process, just several steps. So my first step is I create all of my content on TikTok. I personally think it's so much easier to follow the culture, the trends, the evergreen ideas behind TikTok, but I push out anywhere from 3 to 10 TikToks per day. The cool part is you never know which ones are going to go viral. Now, here's an interesting thing to keep in mind. Just because something does well or doesn't do well on TikTok doesn't mean that it will or won't do well on Reels. I've had content that went viral on Reels that didn't go viral on TikTok, and I have TikTok content that totally flopped on Reels. You just have to test stuff because the truth is the right content at the right time to the right audience can perform really well. So I'm going to go ahead and look for some of my content here. I just put up a bunch of new videos that could perform really well on Reels. For example, I think that, let's say, let's come up with a good idea. This one here could be really fun on my Reels. So I downloaded an app called Save Talk. It's a free app. I don't know if it's available on Android. Some people like TickSave. There's different apps that you can use. I just know that Save Talk has been good for us, and I use an Apple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and copy the link. I'm going to open up Save Talk, T-O-K. And there I'm going to click Save TikTok because I've already copied the link from the TikTok I want to save. Now, I use this before I repurpose my content on other platforms because there is not a single platform that likes to push out content with another platform's watermark on it. So in order for my content to continue being pushed out on Reels, I have to remove the watermark. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Save Now. And this is going to save this piece of content to my phone. Once it goes back to the next screen, which you'll see in just a moment, that means it has been saved to my phone. And I can double check by going to my photos. Check it out, there it is with no watermark. First and foremost, I am repurposing my content from TikTok. That's the same content I use on Snapchat, on Triller, we're about to be going into YouTube Shorts as well, and maybe even some LinkedIn stories. Now, I'm gonna open up Instagram Reels, and this is gonna be really helpful for you guys. There's several different things that I do that make it a lot easier. So you can either press the plus button in the very top right corner of your profile and then click on Reel, or you can go to the middle icon in the bottom that looks kind of like a video, and that'll also bring open Reels for you. From there, I'm going to click the camera in the right upper hand corner. And the cool thing is I could record here in the app, but I personally think that Reels is harder to navigate than TikTok. So I'd rather just upload my TikToks without the watermark. So I'm going to go ahead and hit add. I'm going to hit the next button. You can add in stickers here, which is kind of fun to give it a little bit of Instagram culture if you want, or you can doodle. That actually looks really cool, but I'm not going to do that. And then you can add in some text if you'd like, just like an Instagram story. I'm gonna hit share to, and then this is really neat. Here, there are several things that I like to do inside of the captions for my IG Reels. I like to give a background story. I like to ask questions. I like to add quotes from people I admire to give some more context and some more conversation points. You can do a short form caption, you can do a long form caption, but I always like to make sure it feels like a dialogue versus just me talking at people. So I do try to ask at least one question in almost every single caption on my IG Reels. And then after I've written my really clever caption, I'm going to go and add in 30 hashtags. Now, this is something that most people don't tell you, and this is so important. You need to niche down your hashtags. Stop using hashtags with multi-millions of views. Stop trying to use hashtags with billions of views and uses. Like, those are actually hindering your success, and you've already come this far and you're doing the work. Just take the extra time to create a set or two of hashtags that are niche down. Now, I personally like to do one of two things. I either use flick.tech, which is a software that you can use on desktop. I love that for finding niche down hashtags. You also can do research inside of the platform and search for different hashtags until you come up with ideas for hashtags. I also, at times, we'll hire some people. For example, if you guys know who Joey Engelman is or Mary Pendleton, they have great hashtag research. Kat Abianic, I'm sure, has something as well. I love to buy hashtags from people as long as they're niched down and specifically created for me. So here I'm going to put my 30, all 30, use all 30. Every single hashtag is a chance for you to be found. And so why in the world would you only use 10 or 13.5 or 15 hashtags? When experts say that, I get so irritated because that's like saying if you're gonna play basketball and win, like you only play half-hearted. What? No, play all out. Using 30 hashtags is the equivalent of playing all out in a basketball game. If I'm going to be playing against LeBron James, actually, I would never play against LeBron James because I'm not athletic, but at least I would try. I would give it my all. I would show up at 100. The same thing is true with hashtags. Use all 30. It's the equivalent of going all out. So let's just pretend I've already got my 30 hashtags. Of course, I'm not going to enter all 30 of my hashtags here, but pretend I've got my 30 niche down hashtags here. Now, this is really important. You have to share it to your feed. People say, how do I keep an aesthetic look? This isn't about creating an aesthetic TikTok or an aesthetic Instagram or aesthetic Instagram Reels. This is about growth and exploding your reach. If you want to create an awesome aesthetic, create aesthetically pleasing IG Reels, but it is going to interrupt the flow of a perfectly curated Instagram. I personally would rather grow than have a beautifully curated Instagram, and I like growth. It feels good. So you'll have to decide for yourself. Do you want to grow more than you want an aesthetically pleasing Instagram? So you make sure you save it to your feed. If you do not do this, you will not get the major benefit of your Reels growing beyond about 48 hours. The truth is you want your IG Reels to be discoverable for days, weeks, months, or even years. So you have to share it to your feed to give it a place to live on and be discovered on. Does that make sense? Beautiful. So then you're gonna go ahead and hit share. Now I'm gonna give you guys a couple more tips because I'm not actually publishing that one right now. But here are a few more tips that can be really helpful. For example, if I wanted to share one of my Reels to my story, I'm gonna go ahead. First, I'm gonna give it some love. I like all of my own content. I love liking my own content. I always will like my own content. And if people say like, why do you like your own content? I'm like, why would I post it if I didn't like it? Okay, so I like my own content. And then I hit this little paper airplane button, add reel to your story. Now this is fun because you can use stickers, you can use templates on Canva to hide a portion of this. You also can scribble out content so people can maybe like want to see it without the interruptions. Like there's a whole bunch of different things you can do. You could add some stickers. We've done this one quite a bit, which is click here or tap here. I think those are fun ones. Ready? Click here. There's a bunch of ways you can do it. I'm not good at making aesthetically pleasing IG stories, so I have Nicole on my team help me with those. She's so much better than I am. And then the other thing as well is you can ask people to comment below. So you can leave the first comment on your own IG reel and say comment below case study if you want the details. There we go, post it. Now, the interesting thing is the growth from Reels doesn't usually come in the first couple hours. The growth from Reels happens over days, weeks, and even months. It's too early to know if the same algorithm is there from TikTok. TikTok videos can perform for years. And in fact, I have some videos from years ago on TikTok that are just now being discovered, which is really exciting. So we don't know yet because Reels is still too new. So we don't know if the videos will live on for years, but it's worth testing without a doubt, and we'll find out in a year or so. Now comment below and let me know what questions you have about IG Reels or TikTok or even social media marketing as a whole. And by the way, I put together 300 ideas for you for TikToks that you can also use for IG Reels. That is totally free if you check out the bio. It is in the links in the bio beneath this video. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of the tutorials coming. Feel free to ask your questions below so I know what kind of trainings you're looking for, and I will catch you guys later. Bye for now.